Hello everyone, thank you for stopping by. Today we're going to be doing a binder maintenance, a binder reorganization video, whatever you would like to call it. Specifically, we're going to be focusing on my miscellaneous boy group binder, my twice binder, 17 binder, and my TXT collection. I did a lot of resleeving off camera first, and now we're going to get to the reorganization part, so let's get started. First up is my miscellaneous boy group binder. As you can see, we are at the limit. All of the pages are filled up. So I've decided to move in particular my Enhypen collection and my P1 Harmony PCs to a new A5 binder. So let's get that out of the way. Okay, so we got all of the P1 Harmony and Enhypen photo cards out of the binder. I'm just going to move these blank pages to the back. So now we've got some more pages that we can fill up with other boy group photo cards. I got this binder off Temu, and I also got the purple version of this binder. I was thinking I would save the purple one for when I need another miscellaneous girl group binder. So let's just start out by putting the Enhypen photo cards in first. I do collect Jake mainly, as you can see. And for P1, I do collect Kehoe. So I'm just double-siding these for now. I did decide to move both groups because I collect these two the most, I think, out of the miscellaneous boy group binder. And I am going to continue to collect these two. Like, I have more Jake PCs in my Poke Market account as we speak. So I'm definitely going to continue to collect both of them. And now we've got the other guys here. Make sure that's in frame. Okay, so that is Enhypen put away. Then I'm just gonna get these Kehoe PCs. I don't have a lot of P1 Harmony, and I know they are a group that also has a lot of photo cards in their albums. So if I am going to collect them, I'm already pretty behind, and I'll have a lot to work on, which is in a way it's exciting because there's like so many options of where you can start collecting with P1 Harmony, but also it can be a little bit overwhelming. But oh yeah, I forgot this J right here. Let's see here. Just gonna move this Nikki for now, put J right there. So I'm gonna move here and then just kind of do other members. I also kind of collect Intok a little bit more as well. He's usually my other choice, I guess, out of P1 in terms of like card collecting. So I'm gonna make sure.
Here we go.
All right, so that is in, don't know how many with these like A5 binders, because they have such small rings, like, because this is only like an inch. So we'll see how many more photo cards I can put in here from Enhypen in P1, but that's it for now. I did try to put them in album order somewhat, but I think I'm gonna have to definitely go back and do a little bit more reorganization off camera. But yeah, this is good. It's the start of a new binder. We have several more pages freed up in my other boy group binder, so we're in a good spot right now. Okay, next up, let's do our twice binder. So big change here is I resleeved all of the PCs. The outer sleeves used to be these magenta dragon shield sleeves, but now I've switched the outer sleeves to these Meow Cafe heart ones. So I first started to sleeve the Twice photo cards with the hearts, the heart detailing on the front, but I don't know, I didn't actually really like how they looked. Like they're really pretty, the hearts are really subtle, but I personally didn't really like that there was, I guess, like stuff in front of their faces, you know? So I don't know. I was like a little annoyed at first because I was like, well, I don't know if I like 100% like the look of these hearts on the front, and I just bought a bunch of packs from Meow Cafe as well. So I was like, oh, what am I going to do with these if I'm not going to use them? But then I was like, well, you don't have to put them on the front of the photo cards just because that's how Meow Cafe has them like demonstrated on the site. Like that seems very obvious, no? But I wasn't thinking it in that way at the time. But yeah, I switched the hearts on the back now, as you can see, and I am going to probably continue to do it that way for all of my Twice collection. Anyway, I think it looks much prettier on the back, no? And I like that you can still see the like the detailing on the back of the photo cards, and there's just a little something extra. It gives it a little extra something for my Twice collection because it's so special, you know? The other thing I did do for this is I did reorg each member so that it is from latest release. So that's what, and I tried to make sure that they were all in proper age order. Not that I think, I'm pretty sure I had them in age order, and then like leader and then age order. So Jihyo as the leader and then age order as well. I say this every time. I need more Sana photo cards. The fact that I only have 2 is not great. Like I want more. So you have Mina here. Whoops, I'll put her back there. There we go. I think this reorg is just making me want to get more Twice photo cards to kind of fill out my collection. I do mainly collect Jihyo for this, for Twice. And at the time of this filming, I think we're still waiting to hear, like in terms of for sure if all members of Twice are going to be continuing on with JYP. I think the last that I heard was that they're going to continue, all of them are going to continue on in Twice, but that there are going to be certain members like Jihyo, like Jeongyeon, who are going to not sign on with JYP, which I think, like, if you know with like Red Velvet and other groups that do that, there may not be as many Twice releases, but I'm hoping that this is the case because they all still get to stay on as Twice, but then they get to do more of what they want to do, at least for the members who are not going to sign on with JYP. I'm not 100% sure how it works exactly, but if anyone knows more about it that can explain in the comments, that would be great. All right, that is it for our Twice binder, all reorganized, and then now we'll do our 17 binder. Okay, so for the 17 binder, I also re-sleeved all of the member cards using Titan Shield sleeves. They were previously Mandu Deco sleeves with, they had the black on the back of the cards. So I'm going to start off with my bias line, S-Coups, Mingyu, and Dino. And then I will move on to the other members. Also, as I was re-sleeving everything and kind of making sure that everything was in album release order, I realized that I didn't have any Hoshi or Jeongyeon pictures or PCs, and I need to fix that right away. And I only have like one Woozy PC, which is Criminal. This is definitely not on purpose. Technically, I had Hoshi photo cards, but I would give them to my Hoshi bias friend Same with why I only have two, as you'll see, I only have two DK photo cards. And that's also because I would give them to my DK bias friends. So, and with Junghoon, I've just not had any luck pulling them in 17 albums that I've previously purchased. And I don't actually, there's the trade places that I go to. Whoops, there's a little fluff here. Hold on. Get that out of the way. Okay. And the places that I go to for trading photo cards, I don't see him, like the Kpop store that I go to, I don't see him ever on the wall for trade. So otherwise I would, because I am trying to get at least some PCs of all 13 members. Okay, so that is it for S-Coups, and we'll do Mingyu. But anyway, you will see kind of a theme throughout this video, this binder maintenance video, is that I changed up the sleeves a lot for a lot of these groups. I was using Mandu Deco or Dragon Shield for a lot of these collections, and other than my Twice, where I'm going to be using the Meow Cafe heart sleeves, I am going to be using Titan Shield sleeves for my collections that are in an A4 9 pocket page binder. The A5 binders, like my miscellaneous collections, I think I'll keep them in sleeves for now, but just the black Mandu Deco and the pink Mandu Deco for the girl groups. And also, I just wanted to point out the carrot versions that I have. I just have, like, of the full sets. The full sets that I have are Dino, and then I have Jun, and then I have Vernon right here. I'm just keeping them in the Mandu Deco for now, just because I did run out of Titan Shield sleeves. So I have more coming. And then when they're here, I will also just re-sleeve them, probably off camera. See, it's just nicer that you can see the back of the photo cards as well. I do also need to get Dino's or like Picholin's album. I really like it. I love that that he went in that direction for his album. I know that Picholin is his like alter ego that he has had around for many years. Also the V8 album, I have just had that on repeat. It's so good. I think it's likely going to end up being one of my most listened to albums this year. I've just, that and like Golden Hour Part 5, Yeonjun's new album, like No Labels Part 2. I've just been having those three. aespa's album as well. There's been some great releases so far. But yeah, I think Vernon and the V8 album is like, it's the top album for me right now. It's one of, if not the top release for me so far in 2026. So I definitely want to get a V8 album. I just haven't had a chance to yet. I've been really into the, all of the stuff for Golden Hour Part 5, obviously. But I do need to get Yeonjun's new album, No Labels, V8, and a couple other albums. So that's the bias line done. I am going to get some more pages. I realized as well, it's a mix of Ultra Pro and the BCW binder pages, but going to also just make it all BCW. I think I have enough. I have like I ordered a whole box of BCW sleeves or binder pages. So I'm just going to replace that a bit later as well. The Ultra Pro sleeves have served me well, but I'm not a huge fan. Like, I feel like the quality is not as good as like the BCW, and they're kind of around the same price, at least in Canada. And I did hear that over time, the Ultra Pros do get a little bit like milky, or however you want, like cloudy in its appearance. So I just don't want that to happen. It's already kind of starting to happen with some of my pages anyway, and like these pages aren't even that old. So I am going to just eventually replace the Ultra Pro with BCW for the 17 collection especially. All right, so we have the other members here. We have Joshua. Just want to make sure everything's in frame for you guys. All right, that's it for the 17 binder. I think eventually I will move this over to a 2-inch Avery binder. I do have one just waiting for me to switch over. As you can see, it's kind of reaching the top, and then as soon as, I'm pretty sure, as soon as I just make these kind of single sided, because right now the carrot versions that I have and then these member sets that I have at the back are all double sided. As soon as I make them single sided, I'm pretty sure I am going to like pretty much reach the top of this 1-inch binder. So it'll be time at that point to move it over to a new 2-inch binder. There is a little bit of a tear on the end of this binder, or on the side of this binder rather, and so I think I'm just gonna make this like my my buy sell trade binder where I keep my dupes that I want to trade. But yeah, this will be eventually moved into a bigger binder the next time you see it. All right, last up is my TXT collection. I collect Yeonjun. As you can see, I've got a lot of his photo cards, and I am actively trying to collect all of his Korean album photo cards. So let's go to the back. I do have to rearrange this for sure, just because a lot of, as you know, if you collect TXT photo cards, a lot of their photo cards from like their first couple of albums are much too big for regular photo card sleeves. So I have to go and buy some, maybe like some 2-pocket pages, I think, to just like fit the bigger ones, or at least like, I don't know, some larger 4 pockets that are maybe more of like a postcard size. But anyway, that's what we'll be doing. Also, I guess I should go over why I decided to do this like big resleeving. So I did decide to just like slowly stop using the sleeves with the color backs. It's for 2 main reasons. A, I wanted to see the backs of the photo cards, as you've probably heard me mention throughout this video. I do think a lot of the backs of the photo cards are just, it's nice to look at. It's part of the, for me, it's part of the collection as well visually. I like looking at the designs. Also, for me, I do sometimes forget the what like album each of these PCs are from, right? Like, because just there's so many different photo cards, there's so many different types of photo cards. And so as I'm say doing these storing videos, and I wanted to just be like, oh, what is this from again? And then like I would just flip to the back, and then because it was a color, like because there was like color back, I couldn't see which one, and I had to go through the, whole taking it out, putting it back in, all of that. But, which every so often is not a big deal, but I was finding that I was having to kind of do that a lot. So that's another reason. Like with this, easily I can check the back of the sleeve and know what album it's from. But I think the main reason for me is that it was getting a bit much buying different colored sleeves for a lot of the groups and with my collection growing, I just decided I didn't want to do that anymore. Obviously, like, you know, I didn't have to buy different colored sleeves for different groups or for different members. It is something that I did obviously choose to do. But again, like, as I was finding my collection was growing, I, you know, found that I wanted to start collecting different groups or more groups or, you know, collecting more members within groups this year. A part of me was like, oh yeah, like, and then this person will be this color sleeve, this person will be this color sleeve. And again, it was just getting like a little bit much. And at the end of the day, it was just going to cost me more to just keep buying different boxes. And which, by the way, like, I'm not going to throw away those like Dragon Shield sleeves or Mandu Deco sleeves that I'm not using anymore. I do have friends that can use them, whether they're like Pokemon collectors or they collect other card-based games that they can use these sleeves. Or I'm just going to also see if like any of like my K-pop collecting friends just like want to take those sleeves for free, or if there are like any boxes that have like are not even opened or are not used, I'll probably just like sell them at a really like cheap price. So they're definitely not gonna be thrown away. I want them to get reused because I did spend time on making that collection, but it's just not where I'd like my collection to go in terms of just like having all kinds of different colored sleeves. Again, this is more for me, and I think that it does look really beautiful if collections have different colored sleeves, but I've just decided we're just doing the clear sleeves for a lot of the collection moving forward. All right, I'm going to go back because as I was yapping, I realized that I am missing sleeves, or I'm missing like pockets that I should be putting other cards in. So let me just double check. Okay, we're good now. Sorry about that, but we're fine. There we go. I need to pay more attention. I just get on these like different tangents and then I'm like not actually paying attention to the cards. All right, last thing that we're going to do is put in some fillers for 7th year because I haven't done that yet and it's been out for a while. So I've got the Hunger, Tension, and the Anxiety and Thorn versions. There are also 2 types of versions of that. So here. So there is the album version and the PC case version. I am going to also collect the Pulbatu version. I hope that's how you pronounce it. I'm not sure if I want to collect like the cushion version, but this is good for now. Since I've like clearly not made too much headway in the Star Chapter Together photo cards for Yeonjun, so I think this is good. So we've got Yeonjun's Korean album photo cards all reorganized and updated. I have actually his other, like his POBs and some of his other photo cards. And then I also have some of the other members as well. Well, some of the members. I have all of the other members except for Bumgyu because I don't pull him and it is an ongoing issue. So I just have 4 out of the 5 members, which I feel like really, I think at this point, I'm just gonna go buy Bumgyu, I think, since I haven't pulled him. So we're starting out with, So I have Yeonjun's gum and some of his POBs. I'm just missing like one more gum. And then I also still have to put away all of the No Labels Part 1 photo cards that I have with him. I'm making pretty good progress on that. I don't know, it's just been easier to collect his No Labels versus like a lot of the photo cards in like the Star chapter together. I don't know yet about how it's been collecting for 7th year. If any MOA collectors want to let me know, because I'm finding it difficult to find the Star chapter together photo cards for like a decent price. Okay, so that is all of the TXT photo cards updated. And as you can see, I still have my Stray Kids photo cards all still in like the Mandu Deco sleeves, but I will be doing a full setup for my Bangchan collection for his like Stray Kids Korean albums. That's actually going to be my next video. So yeah, like at that point, I will have just re-sleeved all of the Stray Kids photo cards that I have. All right, everyone, that is it for today's video. We got a lot of stuff re-sleeved and reorganized, and I feel really good with how this is all looking. But let me know, are you planning on doing any binder maintenance or reorganization of any of your collection? Anyway, that's it for me today. I will see you in the next video. Bye!